WWE Raw must push Braun Strowman, not Roman Reigns, as the face of the company, and I'm going to tell you why. Hey guys, my name is BravestPhantom from SmackNPie, and you're watching The Guy Wrestling Show. According to the Wrestling Observer's Dave Meltzer, there's an ongoing debate within WWE about what to do with Strowman and whether or not he should be pushed as the company's top star instead of Reigns. There's a feeling that he's better off not being champion. I agree that Roman's not the guy. I think that's been the case for years. Well, they know that Braun Strowman is the most popular guy, and I know there are people in the company who definitely think he should be the champion, and he should be the guy that beats Brock Lesnar. Look, I think that's probably better. We'll see. Maybe in the end, that's what they'll do. But Roman needs to be a heel. That's all there is to it. Whether he wins the title or not, he needs to be a heel. You know this isn't John Cena who's selling a ton. There are very few superstars in WWE who seem to be universally liked by its fans. Daniel Bryan is one, AJ Styles is another, Seth Rollins and Finn Balor are right up there too. Strowman is certainly at or near the top of that list. Probably next to Bryan is someone who consistently generates a reaction that rattles the roof, whether it's during a promo, backstage segment, or a match. Based purely on crowd reaction alone, Strowman is WWE's most popular star right now, one who possesses that rare mix of drawing power, likability, and the undeniable it factor. These are just a few of many reasons why it's time for Strowman, not Reigns, to be the guy on Raw and in all of WWE, which is actually a process that may have started at Greatest Royal Rumble, when Reigns lost to Brock Lesnar yet again, while Strowman won the biggest Rumble in history. There is really no excuse or logical explanation as to why Strowman shouldn't have already been crowned as WWE's #1 star at this point. Some might say that Strowman doesn't need to be Universal Champion, but that's clearly what the fans want, so why not give it to them? After all, Strowman is essentially everything Reigns is, and maybe more, but the biggest difference between the two is that there's virtually no fan resistance to the push of the monster among men. A small but very loud minority have rejected the push of Reigns for most of his run as a single star, so much that it's trickled over to even the casual fans, whose tepid cheers are drowned out by the waves of boos that rain down upon him. It hasn't been all bad for Reigns, who is obviously connecting with a large portion of fans given that he's been WWE's #2 merchandise mover, perhaps the biggest indication of a superstar's popularity. But everything Reigns does well, Strowman can match him. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Reigns main evented 12 events that drew at least 10,000 fans in 2017, more than every other WWE star. You know who tied him? Strowman. Another recent report from the Observer notes that Reigns has been caught by AJ Styles, who are currently neck and neck for the #2 spot in merchandise sales, while Strowman has joined the upper echelon of WWE's merchandise movers as well. On YouTube, Reigns and Strowman both rank among WWE's biggest draws in that regard as well, which certainly supports the notion that when you take part-timers like John Cena and Brock Lesnar out of the equation, Reigns and Strowman reign supreme as two of WWE's biggest attractions. The biggest distinction between the two, however, is that WWE has always made it clear that Reigns is the man, while never fully committing to that with Strowman. Reigns has main evented 4 straight WrestleManias, including this year's record-setting WrestleMania 34, which was the most watched pay-per-view in company history. That was clearly done by design in an attempt to get the most eyes on Reigns at WWE's busiest time of the year. Strowman, on the other hand, has spent each of the last 2 WrestleManias stuck in a match that most fans viewed to be beneath him. As much as WWE has pushed Strowman, he's always played second fiddle to Reigns, especially since he turned babyface, and yet there is no justifiable reason behind that booking. Strowman has all of the appeal WWE could possibly want out of its #1 star: a larger-than-life stature, a great personality, a marketable look, jaw-dropping athletic ability, and charisma. Just like Reigns, he has mass appeal, but unlike Reigns, WWE hasn't gone the whole 9 yards with him. Every time WWE has gotten close with Strowman, like at No Mercy 2017 or the 2018 Royal Rumble, it's pulled back a bit, seemingly in order to not interfere with Reigns' push. But with Strowman generating better reactions than Reigns and delivering equally as impressive performances, it's time to ask, what is WWE waiting for? Let me know what your thoughts are on this situation. Do you think the WWE should push Strowman instead of Reigns, or do you think WWE should push both, but Reigns as a heel and Strowman as a face? That's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, because if you do, hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. I'm BravestPhantom, and until next time, peace.